All right, and we're back. We are here at Bayside Bowl. We are about to start the top 8 portion of the Carl's World Tour Bowl of the Year tournament. We've whittled it down from the top 24 players in the year to the top 16 players. Now we're down to the top 8. I misspoke last time. It is not your average of the first 4 games. It is all fucking 5 games.
5 games total.
Total. And we're going to take the top 8 and let's get into those top 8 right now. We're going to go into match play for this top 8. First place on the day, Nut Sauce, going fucking nuts all day. Continuing that, bowling a pretty decent game. Second place, your own Frankie Aberlon. My choice to win this. Again, he's on the left. Third place is a tie for Tommy Guns and Grindham Gaskill, who both went huge with 240 games in Game 5. Fifth place, Jarrett Rosenblum. Sixth place, Bucky Ripcord. Seventh place, Josh Coram. And to round out the top 8, we have Old Jimmy at plus 23 on the 5-game block. Unlucky guy out, 5 pins out, much like myself first round. Jeff Bedard, also wearing track. Oh, no, he's wearing hammer today. That's different. Usually he wears track. So it was going to be a weird little connection there, but it is not. However, we're about ready to get started in practice bowling. I think they'll probably get 2 minutes of practice. After they move here, we will have match play. I do believe we've cut it to match play now. This is down to the top 8 of the season in the Carl's World Tour. Again, we're bowling on the Beveda 34 on the left. I'm not sure why they put the short pattern on the left. That doesn't make much sense to me. However, that's the way they did it. And then the Norwegian 42-foot on the right. So, yes, unlike most tournaments, the short pattern will be on the left lanes and the odd number lanes, if you will, and the long pattern on the right lane. Well, I guess if you want to call 42 feet long, it's not really that long, in my opinion. In my opinion, 42 feet is probably at the top end of medium. As a matter of fact, I think long, in my opinion, starts at 43 feet, and then we'll go all the way to our longest pattern that we know to date is 52 feet, the Badger. However, it's the longest pattern we bowled on in the World Tour this season. So we're bowling on the shortest pattern we bowled on all season, the Beveda 34-foot. Again, that's on the odd numbered lanes. And then the longest pattern we bowled on all season, the Norwegian 42, which is on the right lanes. Feel free to comment. We are live on our Frankie and Ding Dong Show Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and our Twitch stream. And your comments will all come in on this one platform. I'll be able to get them much on the screen, much like my really good friend and great tournament director himself, Jeff Purchase, who comes in on coming in hot, says he agrees on the long assessment. Yeah, I don't think that long starts till 43 feet in my book. However, as you guys know, and if you guys have bowled on a Frankie and Ding Dong custom design oil pattern, you guys know that we make them tough no matter what. So Josh, Sunny D coming in, 1 game. Yes, this will be a 1-game match. We have 2 minutes of practice happening right now. Well, I guess it was 3 minutes total, possibly. Down to 2 minutes on a lot of lanes, maybe under that. Our matchups. On lane 1, Josh Coram versus Frankie Aberlon. On lane 2, you have the red hot Nut Sauce up against Old Jimmy. Lane 3, you got Tommy Guns up against Buck Ripcord. And lane 4, Grindham Gaskill up against Jarrett Rosenblum. And that is your matchups. So we went through the matchups all the way across the room. If there's any matchups that you want updates on, just let me know at any time. Go ahead and share this to your pages. Again, we're on the 3 different platforms now, so you can enjoy the live bowling action here from Bayside Bowl. On any of those platforms, I want to give a shout out to Charlie Mitchell and the staff here at Bayside Bowl. Another great event. What a great season here, and we're coming down to the end of that season right now. Another awesome event, dual pattern event here today. Lots of fun, except for when you miss the cut by 5. Then you get all fuck happy on the last telecast. Sorry, guys. You guys should be used to it by now if you're listening before. It's nothing you never heard before. Comment coming in hot. Let's go nut sauce from Ginger Fox out there watching in Frankie and Ding Dong Land. Thank you to you and everyone else watching. Get as many people in here. Nut sauce is gonna get it started for all of us. And she leaves the petite split. It's not quite like petite sirloin. She needs to stick that ball right in that hole between the 2 pins. Frankie's still sticking with the pink on the longer pattern, but it's starting to check earlier and earlier, and he comes up, just leaves the 6 pin now. Nut sauce. Fucking shit. Ball slides just by the 3 pin. She's going to have to work her way up now. Old Jimmy, he's a tough opponent. Frankie makes a spare. Tommy Gunn struck against Bucky. And Bryden Gaskill's looking at looks like a 5-8 combo spare there on lane 7. Oh, old Jimmy leaving the 4-6er. Kind of saying, here you go, nut sauce. I'll split with you, and we'll make it an even 9-frame match. Frankie using the Perp Daddy on lane 1. Purple pin, purple hammer. Nice strike there on lane 1. Again, he's my pick. The only guy on the left. Got a great look. I think he's got the 2 correct rocks in his hand. And as you guys know, Frankie, he likes to use the urethane, so he's really comfortable with it. Bucky starts with a strike, matching Tommy Gunn, so they're at a 9-frame match as well. Jarrett Rosenblum starting with a strike. Corum leaves a little shaker 4-pin there. That's a weird hit. Bucky doubles it up. We don't expect anything less. OJ inside on the short. Getting a little twirly and never sees the hill. Jarrett Rosenblum sticking it to grind him right off the bat, man. Got a double. Josh Corum picks up that 4-pin, no problem. Tommy still in the stealth on the long. Comes up a little light, leaves a 7-pin. OJ cleaning up the empty bucket. OJ likes his fried chicken, apparently. Madness. Pretty good one. Cute. Yeah, look at that. Not bad. Ooh, Josh Corum breaks up the split on lane 1. Is it Dynamic Core 1 or Dynamic Core 2? Just Dynamic Core 1? Yeah. The only thing that has the 2 in it right now is the Evo. Evos are the only ones with Dynamic Core 2, I think. Tommy Guns makes the spare, Nutsauce is able to get a strike on lane 4. Josh Corum looking at the 4-7 on lane 1, picks it up.
It says it sells on medium, but Brooke doesn't sell.
Tommy Gunn's ball hooked a little early there, but laid off. And did it not strike? Is that a 4-pin on lane 5?
That's a 7.
That's a 7. Oh, so blower 7-pin. Yeah. Oh, speaking of blowers, that 9-pin can go blow a goat. Fucking Nutsauce, dude, that was great. Ooh, so like I said, Frankie's ball hooking a little bit more and more on that long pattern. He's going to have to figure something out here and figure it out quick. That one came up and left the partial picket fence there, the 2-4-7. So Janessa checking in. Ginger Fox will send some love to Frankie too. Sending love to Frankie. Never any love for KDD. I see how it is. I have to be here behind the mic saying fuck every other word. Aha, yes, that is a very good point. Yeah, so Salty Turtle, Salty Splinter turn around, calling out to the Salty Turtle. Brings up a great fucking point here in the top 8. The highest rev rate out there is probably Tommy Gunn's, I'd say. So, I mean, the rev rates are not huge. You look at Josh Corum kind of twists it. Frankie's a medium high. Old Jimmy's low. Mallory's medium low. Bucky's in the medium high. Tommy Gunn's, he can strap on it a little. Jarrett's in the medium low, and Gaskill's definitely in the medium low for sure, or lower. So yeah, not a ton of rev rate out there. You got that goddamn right, Sonny D, Salty Dong in the booth right now. Missed the cut by 5 fucking pins because I opened in the 9th frame, both game 1 and game 2, and in the 10th frame, game 3. Because I suck. I needed the second strike in game 4 in the 10th. Yeah. 3 opens plus the split in the 11th. Yeah, so fucking Buck Ripcord starts with the front 4. That guy, he's feeling better. And I got to tell you, when he's feeling good, he throws it as good as anyone. Tommy Gunn's answers with the strike of his own. He needs to keep that match in play in front of him a little bit. Speaking of keeping it in front of him, old Jimmy's bounced back with a double. Okay, so Frankie did get into another piece. Was that the black hammer? Can you take a look when it comes up on the thing? Because Frankie did get into a different piece. Can't see quite what it is. He's going to look. Oh, it could be the NB Tour. That's right. Yeah, he was playing around with that a little bit during practice. But let's face it, he doesn't like to use resin in competition. He only likes to use urethane in competition. He'll practice with the resin all day long. He'll use the resin in league where we don't give a fuck. But when it counts, he's using urethane every time. I'm not quite sure what you saw, Sonny. I can't remember what we were talking about. Sorry about that. So salty for sure. Lots of love for KDD too. I'm always down with your commentary. Salty commentary today. Just because I don't know why.
No, that was complete opposite of Rick's tournament. Rick's tournament was high rev, high speed, maybe. Low rev, low speed.
Well, they were bowling on Broadway, right? Yeah, so that makes sense. Broadway, high revs, high speed is going to score. I guarantee you, if we were bowling on Broadway out here, you'd see a lot different crowd out here. You'd still see Tommy Guns. You'd still see Frankie because he's the only one on the left, and he's going to use urethane. He's going to play off his own carry down, and he's going to just look better and better. I'm kind of surprised that his ball's starting to check on lane 4. I mean, on the long pattern. just because he should be playing off his own carry down. However, those of you guys out there that have that pink widow urethane like myself know that motherfucker flares. That fucking flares. So it's going to peel it off the front. It's not going to transfer it as much as, let's say, the purple. Where the purple doesn't flare, it's definitely transferring oil from the front to the back. Yes, Pooh Bear. You'd see Pooh Bear 2 if we're on Broadway. You damn motherfucking right. It'd be Pooh Bear and I up there. Oh, yes, qualifying. Yeah, Sunny D must have watched qualifying. Thank you, Sunny D, for watching that. I don't think the booth was manned. Sorry for that, guys. But we got a call out from Nesquik. Thank you, Nesquik. Said that Sauce pulled up the podcast. Sad to hear your voice, meaning that I'm not bowling any longer. So, thank you. She said she's rooting for us, but still is rooting for Frankie currently. Nesquik, Sauce Boss, love you guys. King Boom Sauce for life. King Boom Nesquik sauce. Let's add that right in. Why the fuck not, right?
Boom, Nest sauce.
Yeah, Nest sauce. I love it. So why don't we start to update some scores, because we're actually like halfway through the game. What the fuck? Buck Ripcord just missed a fucking spare? Oh, is this split? Oh, okay. Jesus Christ, my heart almost stopped. For fuck's sake. All right. So Josh Corum, 126 in the 6th, strike working in the 7th, up against Frankie's 99 in the 5th, spare in the 6th. So Frankie's down by 17 in that. He can come back to 7 back with a strike here. That might be the NB, actually. I can't tell.
They look the same.
I'm blind in one eye and can't see out of the other one. Old Jimmy has 96 in the 5th, but looking at a little petite 4-5 combo. What the fuck is a 4-5 combo? He hits the hole. Either way, he gets it. So he spares it up. So that gives him 96 in the 5th, spare up in the 6th, Nut Sauce 65 in the 4th, spare up in the 5th. She's 31 back, but can come within 21 with a strike here. In the Tommy Guns and Buck Ripcord match, Bucky started off hot with the front 5 and then goes open. 144 in the 6th is where he sits, but he's got 47 sticks on Tommy Guns, who's 87 in the 5th, spare up in the 6th. Frankie leaves a 7-pin over there in lane 1. Nut Sauce misses in, but gets it. Wow. Wow, did that Shim Dog Millionaire. Holy fuck. Okay, on 7 and 8, we have Jared Rosenblum looking to put that shit on everything. Does not. Leaves himself the 2-4-8. Maybe, no, just 2-4. 127 in the 5th. He's got a little bit of a lead. 8 sticks right now. Striking the 6th, but he's looking at that tough spare. His opponent, however, Grindham Gaskill, 145 in the 7th, but working on an open. So, Nut Sauce takes advantage of that good break and doubles up. No shit. Oh, so Jared cleans up that spare. Nesquik giving the shouting out the love for the love you guys. We love you too, Nesquik, and all the rest of you guys out there. Frankie and Ding Dong, we love you out in Frankie and Ding Dong land. Share this to all of your friends to get more people to listen to the fuck parade that is today. That's the only word I can say today. Well, that looked pretty good. So old Jimmy sees Nut Sauce Shim Dog Millionaire and plays it right in that shim and looks just fucking good.
That's what you need.
Speaking of looking good, Buck Ripcord. Well, I kind of was. Yeah, well.
I missed most of those because I was listening.
Oh, Josh Corum with the big split. Not quite the Buxton smile, because the Buxton smile has one more tooth. Buxton. That's more like the Shapley smile. The big four.
Smile.
Big four. Let's see what he can do. On Wednesday night, our opponents made one of our opponents, Ryan Nappy. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Big love. No, he made the Greek church.
Oh, the Greek church. That's
It was
right. Yes,
fucking
it was
awesome.
Greek.
That is the Buxton smile.
That is the Buxton
Yes.
smile. Greek church is the Buxton smile.
All right, so Bucky doubles up after that open. He's got that match well in hand. Oh, nut sauce. Goes outside the shim on that one, and the ball fucking leaves that same 4-7-9. It's an epidemic of those for righties today. I left it. I did. Right when I needed a strike, I left one. I left one of those too. Guns is, yeah, but Guns needed. He needed Bucky to put his hand in the ball return or something.
Ouch.
Only way you can win against them.
Well, fucking Bucky starts front five. Yes, he opens, but now he's going to double. I mean, no one out here is beating that right now. All right, so speaking of beating that, going into the 10th frame is Josh Corum and Frankie Avalon. Frankie Avalon did get a strike in the first shot in the 10th. He's sitting 157 in the 8th, double working in the 9th and 10th. Josh Corum, 178 in the 9th with an open. Josh can end at 208. Frankie can strike out for 207. 217, excuse me. Frankie can strike out for 217. As a matter of fact, Frankie gets 2 pins and he locks this motherfucker up. All right. The old Jimmy and Nut Sauce match. Old Jimmy working on that double is if he throws another strike here, he puts the hurt on.
I think that was his black hammer.
Old Jimmy does put the hurt on. Nut Sauce can only get to 200 if she sheets it. And old Jimmy, man, he's got quite a commanding lead over there. As long as he doesn't stick his hand in the ball return, he's going to be okay. We already talked about Bucky. Bucky's fucking taking everyone behind the woodshed. And then over there, wow, we got a match. On 7 and 8, we have one hell of a match. Grindham Gaskill looking at a really tough on the short pattern 3-6 spare attempt. He's got 163 in the 8th. Got that spare attempt in the 9th. His opponent 166 in the 7th, spare up in the 8th. So Grindham needed that spare to stay alive, and he needs a little bit of help from his opponent, Jared Rosenblum. I tell you right now, Jared throws a strike here. He is going to be pumped. I would be. Oh, Jimmy. He is starting to get comfortable, and it shows. That one was maybe his nicest roll of the day. Fucking Bucky. Like Bucky needs to scout pins, right? Like Bucky needs extra fucking help to carry. Come on. Putting that shit on everything.
Yes, four.
Fucking throwing the hamburger sandwich on the grill. Yahtzee to start. Then goes eight split open. And now he's got that shit on the grill again.
236.
OJ. Wow. OJ really took it to Nut Sauce. Frankie Avalon finishes 216. Josh Corum 198.
He struck again.
Did he really? Of course he did. So he goes Yahtzee, split open, Yahtzee. That fucking guy is good.
He's probably going with the PBR 6-pack.
Nut Sauce is kicking herself in the nuts now after throwing strike after strike. Too little, too late. Unfortunately, old Jimmy, he got comfortable and ended up 236. Tommy Guns finally goes to the sensor on the right lane and probably should have done that a long time ago. The stealth was hooking early and just kind of puking. Pukey McStuffins.
One more strike for a
Jared
six-pack.
Rosenblum looks like he's going to advance. He struck in the 9th. He's going to spare up in the 10th. He can go 226. Oh, yeah, he's got it. He's got it hammered. So there you go. Bucky, Jarrett, OJ, Frankie A. There is who you have it. When is the next FDDS show? That's a very good question. Our next FDDS show will probably be a Fridays with Frankie next Friday, I do believe.
Yeah.
Let me check my calendar right quick while I have you listening there. Cleveland checking in from Ohio. Thank you so much. Cinco de Mayo, motherfucking right. Oh, actually, when do they leave for Reno?
I think Saturday.
So yes, okay. So Cinco, we'll probably have a Cinco de Mayo,
Might be a short single match
version, and then after that,
with the Big Eight.
you guys might have heard FDDS partnering up with $2 Phil for the Hungus 8K the weekend of May 20th and 21st. We will be giving you live coverage over several different channels of coverage. $2 Phil is going to be bringing all of his production equipment, and FDDS and $2 Phil will be giving you coverage of the Hungus 8K. You will not want to miss that. So thank you, Cleveland, for checking in. And then Pooh Bear, what is Pooh Bear saying? Pooh Bear asking about Tommy Guns. Tommy Guns got railroaded by Buck Ripcord, who shot like fucking 260 to his 177. So unfortunately, Tommy Guns' day is now over. They will actually it's kind of like a losers bracket type of deal. So only the top 6 players get paid today. So the top 4 obviously move on. And then the bottom 4, I do believe there's some sort of like consolation game to find out who's number 5 and number 6 and who will get paid out in the 5th and 6th position. Meanwhile, the top 4...
7 and 8 get nada.
Yeah, the top 4, I think they just battle it out, like you were trying to keep a transient out of Bayside Bowl.
That's a fucking struggle.
Yeah, those of you guys that stopped to watch some of the action earlier and found that the doors were locked, they were locked during the early play in the tournament. And I got to tell you, there was a line of people outside waiting when Hexy opened the doors for open lanes on the east side of Bayside Bowl. It was pretty incredible, as a matter of fact. So Cleveland says he sent us something and asked if we can open it on air. Yeah, that sounds good. Little Fridays with Frankie reveal. I like that. I like the sound of that. I'm guessing you probably sent it to Frankie's. So I'll talk to Frankie about that. We'll open that on air. That would be great. That's perfect for a Fridays with Frankie segment. We'll make sure that King Apollon has his pipe nice and full for that event. So, okay. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like we have OJ and Jared Rosenblum on 1 and 2 in the winner's bracket. We have in the loser's bracket Grindham Gaskill and Tommy Guns on 3 and 4. Also in loser's bracket, we have Nut Sauce and Josh Corum on 5 and 6. And in the winner's bracket, you have Buck Ripcord and Frankie Apollon on 7 and 8. There is no practice this round. They're getting right into it. Wasting no time. Okay, yeah. So Cleveland says should arrive at Frankie's tomorrow. All right, we'll keep an eye out. Oh, shit. Frankie got a good look with the pink again on lane 8. That could be a really good thing The only bad thing is it's up against Buck Ripcord, who already has a strike up. So they've matched strikes so far out there. Bucky, man, he's healthy now. He's looking good. He really is. What do we have going on? Pair strikes for old Jimmy and Jared Rosenblum. Ho hum. Josh Corum started with a double. Nut Sauce did not.
7 out.
Yeah. Tommy Guns got a strike, so he's up. Strike to spare in his match against Grindham. Oh, Jared Rosenblum doubles it up. He's looking good right now. Nut Sauce's look is kind of going away from her, unfortunately, and I know the feeling. When I started Game 4, my look was absolutely gonzo. I think I had one open through the first two. No. I had two marks through the first 5 frames. Yeah, that's good, right? Spare, split. Love that, right? Love to see it, right? When you're well in the cut, or not well in, but in enough, where all you need to do is go fucking even. And instead you shoot 184 like a fucking dick. Oh, whoops. Getting salty donged again, guys. Sorry. I told you it was going to be a fuck parade today.
I was salty Zen this morning.
Salty Zen bowling on the Broadway in the Junior Gold earlier. Doesn't have a pearl in her bag yet because we just drilled her up a new 14-pound arsenal.
Really
And
needed
guess
it today.
which ball she doesn't have yet? The pearl. And guess what they had to bowl on? Broadway. She has a low speed bowler. She could have used the pearl on fucking Broadway, of course. They couldn't put down like Cheetah
Anything else?
Right.
Viper. Right. No, literally anything else.
Speaking of Viper, anyone out there going down to the regional in Manch, Vegas coming up? How much is it? Anyways, how much is it to enter that?
I heard it was like $300.
$300?
I don't know though. I don't know for sure. Don't put
Yeah.
it at all.
Why not? Ding dong. Take $300 and fucking throw it away. Might as well fucking roll a joint with it and smoke it. Although I did all right on Viper this season, I guess. I did win a title, doubles title. Oh yeah, 310. Thanks for checking in, Sunny D. I didn't know anyone was listening. I thought I was just ranting on and on about shit. Wait, speaking of shit,
$310 for non-PBA.
did old Jimmy put that shit on everything to start that game? No fucking shit.
Yeah.
That guy, I love that guy. Oh, Grindham with the Shim Dog Millionaire on that shot.
Like, did you hear me?
Josh Corum, front 4. God damn.
310 for
310 for non-PBA members. Who the hell are PBA members?
Get your PBA card. You can be a PBA member.
Sunny D says he's going, so maybe I can catch a ride with him.
Because we'll be in Rhode Island.
So Cleveland says, can you elaborate on the format of this tournament? So this tournament, it was a little different. So it was the top 24 point getters for this season's Carl World Tour Series. So those top 24 point getters throughout the season bowled a 4-game set across this west side of Bayside Bowl. You bowled 1 game on each pair. Now, the pairs consisted of a dual pattern. With the 34-foot Beveda, shortest pattern we bowled on in the World Tour this season on the left lane, and the 42-foot Norwegian oil pattern, which happens to be the longest pattern we bowled in the World Tour during this season on the right lane. We bowled those for 4 games. Cut to the top 16 where I missed cut by 5 pins. Did I mention that already? How salty am I? And then what you did was those top 16 bowled a 5th game. And then the top 8 from those 5 games are what you see now in front of you. However, after that, they've already bowled one round of match play. We had four winners come out of that, and four losers come out of that. Only the top 6 players will be getting paid today, so that's why the losers are bowling as well, because there is a payout for 5th and 6th place today. And then, of course, we'll be giving away $1,000 to the winner today, which will be happening shortly. Yeah, check out Zen's page, Brooke Gervais Bowling. She's got a video up of her new 14-pound hammer toxin. That was her solid that she ended up picking out. Again, we're going from a 13-pound to a 14-pound arsenal for Zen. Trying to get her up there before we head out to Junior Gold, Teen Masters. Her Teen Masters ball is drilled and ready to go. She has been using it, practicing spares and such with it. So that's an interesting ball. Interesting ball for sure. Okay. So Phil Preventure says, ouch, not quite sure to what. Probably my 5 pins out of the cut. I don't know. I just, I didn't deserve it. No one who opens in the 9th frame twice and then in the 10th frame once should make it. Okay, so Cleveland checking in saying it looks like Buck is throwing the same spot in each lane. So, I've had this discussion before, Cleveland, with people. And Buck Ripcord is probably the best. He's probably the best bowler in the state, let's face it. But besides that, Buck is the best at manipulating ball motion to get him where he can play the lanes in his comfort zone no matter what he's bowling on. And he's fucking great at it. He's one of the best I've ever known at it. He brings the lanes to him. And when he can do that, and he can play in his comfortable zone in the middle, right around 18 at the arrows, 15 at the arrows, playing right inside, just like he is right now. He's tough.
He is the 6-pack.
Yeah, I mean, he just cracked open a 6-pack. He's drinking all the fucking beer. He is taking Frankie Avalon behind the woodshed and beating the absolute fuck out of him right now.
He's drinking a 6-pack with Corum.
Corum with the 6-pack as well, taking nut sauce behind the woodshed. God damn, there's no respect for the bowler builders people today, unfortunately.
Although, to that, I will say that I talked to Nut Sauce after qualifying, and she said that she sees more and more of the fields playing the lanes the same.
Yes. So, and, to be honest,
I think that's the transition. That's when
Yeah. So the transition, again, we have the top 24 bowlers of the year. So it's not like we have people out there spraying and praying. These bowlers, these are the best of the season. So, they're going to break them down the way that they should be breaking down.
Right.
So, because these players, they have a fucking clue. They know what they're doing. So it's not surprising that the lanes are getting closer to each other. I did find that I switched and was using the same ball on both lanes. I do believe Tommy Guns is using now the same ball on both lanes.
Yeah.
Towards the end of it, just because you're able to blend out the pattern on each lane and just play them not necessarily the way you want to, but play them very similar.
Definitely not taking anything away from Buck Ripcord.
No. Buck is one of the best, though. And, Sonny D checking in saying that he agrees. Bucky is one of the best at bringing the lanes to him and being able to make it look like he's doing the same thing on any lane condition that he bowls on. And he's really great at it. And, he's obviously probably, besides maybe Ramalam, the best bowler in the state. I'd say Bucky probably even has a little bit more sport shot experience than Ram. So I'd give that one to, that would be one hell of a match. I'd give it to Bucky if the lanes got tough, though. Ram, man, smooth, soft rolling lefty, plus he's a lefty. So, how can you go wrong? All day checking in. What's the website to go and see the cut line and scores? That is tournamentbowl.com, my dear. You go to Tournament Bowl, go to Tournament Results. You will want to look for the 2023 KWT Bowler of the Year. You will be able to see all of the qualifying scores right there. Thank you for asking. Tournamentbowl.com, my dear. Is she out running today?
No.
That crazy
She didn't
girl?
even want to come into the Senate.
Oh, yeah. Well,
dropped off at the door.
Okay. Well, hopefully you're nice and dry. I want to give a shout out to Rift Apparel. As you know, Frankie and Ding Dong, we are on Team Rift. Next time you and your team needs a new jersey, even if you want custom design, we have plenty of cool designs in the stock lineup. Go to riftapparel.com, hit them up. Comfy, durable. Man, I can't say enough about these jerseys. They're amazing. Riftapparel.com. Make sure you go there and request Rift. Also, thank you to Bowl Builders Pro Shop, where Frankie Avalon works, I work. Jimmy Clark is the owner, Master Splinter, and we have our PWBA superstar. Nut Sauce is Mrs. Splinter, if you will. Mallory Clark. Bowl Builders Pro Shop sponsoring the drilling, free drilling on all the balls this season through the KWT. All right, so let's see if we can get to some scores here as well, because we're a little bit more than halfway through the game. Yeah, I agree, Cleveland. Frankie ran into a buzzsaw, and that buzzsaw is named Buck Ripcord there on lane 7 and 8. But lanes 1 and 2. Let's start with that. Jarrett Rosenblum just opening. It's 161 in the 8th. Old Jimmy, though, is a little bit behind, but can really put a hurt on if he doubles up. He's got 139 in the 6th, strike up in the 7th. I mean, technically he's 12 down, but with a strike here, he can actually take take command of that game. Definitely take the momentum away. Oh, and he does. A huge double there. So let's move to 3 and 4. Tommy Gunn sitting at 113 in the 6th, but get the bucket in the 7th. Fucking Tommy Guns, man, just absolutely makes that bucket pay. 21.6 miles an hour, crushes it. Spare in the 7th. He is down 5 pins. Grindham Gaskill's at 118 in the 6th with a spare in the 7th. On 5 and 6, Josh Gorham, hot rolling. Got the front 6, 9 spare. Got that shit on everything. Taking it to Nut Sauce, unfortunately. Nut Sauce throwing a decent game, but just want to talk about a buzzsaw. There's one there on 5 and 6 as well. So on a 7 and 8, Frankie throwing a really good, clean game right now. 156 in the 8, spare up to 9. Strike in the first ball, the 10th, so he's 176 in the 9th. Strike up in the 10th. He can go 206, but Bucky's already got 209 in the 8th. So Bucky will be moving on in the winner's bracket in there. Holy shit. Wow. Crazy. Who put that? Aaron Zeisler is angry, probably because of Bucky taking it to our boy Frankie. Oh, wow. Wow, that was probably Grindham's best shot of the day right there. That was one hell of a shot. Let's see if Jarrett Rosenblum can bounce back from that open. Wow, and he does in a big fashion with a nice strike. Considering old Jimmy spared after the double, I mean, it's still a little bit of wind because Jarrett can go 221. Old Jimmy maxes out at 238. So, I mean, there's still a possibility here. Grind him with the shim dog. Doubles it up. 138 in the 7th with the double working in the 8th and 9th. Still got that 5-pin lead if even if Tommy strikes here in the 9th. Josh Gorham, Josh Gorham, what a fucking game.
Wow.
277. Yes, please. Bucky leaves 7-10 in the 10th. Doesn't much matter. He's at 236. He was probably fishing out there. Frankie shoots a nice 203 game. Oh, wow. That was almost chopper. Yeah, that was a long rake on that motorcycle because that was almost a chopper. Boo, I'm getting booed with the dad jokes here. Go fuck yourself. Told you it's a fuck parade over here today. All right, so Vikings say, or the angry face was too close to where my thumb was resting. Nothing but love. Fat thumbing the angry face. No, it's the Bucky. It's the Bucky for taking down Frankie. God damn it, Buck. Fuck Buck Ripcord. Buck Brickcord. All right, so something's going on lane one. What did he have to re-rack? Is he pulling out the re-rack on old Jimmy? He can only go 201.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I was gonna say, old Jimmy only needs to. If old Jimmy doesn't fall down on his face, he's got this one. All right, so Guns threw down a big strike. He can go 203 if he strikes out. Grindham, though, geez, he's going to need some help from Grindham. Grindham, looking pretty good. Old Jimmy up on lane 2, coming up high, leaving a 6-10, but that's enough because he's already at 214. Even if he goes out, he's at 214. With a strike, Jarrett can only go 201. Tommy needs to strike out, and he needs a prayer, and he doesn't. He leaves the petite split. And he's not happy about it. Dollar. You can come up here and say fuck a few times if you want, Tommy. All right. Okay. So Sonny D saying no one likes you, Joe. Yeah, we say that a lot. We love him, but he's too fucking good and kicks our ass. We got Fusco checking in. Say don't listen to him, Levi. Your jokes are good. Shaking his head, dad jokes and fucks. That's what you get today.
That's another for Guns.
Pooh Bear, is that Tommy Guns Bowling or is that Thomas Young Bowling? I'd say it's the Thomas Young at this point. And then Mama D checking in. He's a tournament money making machine. My money is on Buck. Yeah. I tell you, I when he is feeling good, obviously he had those health issues earlier, but now that he's feeling better and healthy, he is a force to reckon with. Thank you for laughing, Pooh Bear. I need some of that in my life. Buck's hips do not lie. I am. I'm going to take your word for that, Pooh Bear, because I am checked out on that one. Oh, so what do we have here? Grindham won by a fucking stick hole. One fucking stick. All right. Well, so there's that.
Well, and there's so much like the 8 out in the 10th and then the split.
Yeah. So 191, 190. Well, fuck. So there's that. Do we have any more angry faces? Vikings, still just Vikings. Vikings, fat thumb. We have one love from Ginger Fox, and then 3 likes. from Nathaniel Boothby, Jordan O'Donnell, and Phil Preventure. Oh, thanks, guys, for watching. Hey, come on in here in the comments. It can't just be me in here saying fuck every other word. Let me talk about something else. I mean, maybe a 5-letter word you could give me. All right, so count. Count is a good 5-letter word. I love that word. Very, very small O. When you spell out, when you write count, make sure your O is very small. Very small. Fusco checking in. What's the pattern today? He's late to the party. So, let me review it for you guys. This is the KWT Bowler of the Year tournament. It was the top 24 point getters of the year. We bowled on a dual patterns today. The patterns were as follows. On the left-hand lane, we had the shortest pattern we bowled on them this season, the Beveda 34-foot oil pattern. And on the right-hand lanes, we had the longest pattern of the season that we bowled on in the World Tour. It was the Norwegian 42-foot, both sport-compliant oil patterns, which is why you see me bowling better than I do on the house shot shit. Because fuck house shots. You can hashtag that. Hashtag fuck house shots.
That should be a new hashtag.
Yeah, it should. It definitely should. Because, yeah, I don't know who the fuck needs all that hook by the gutter, but it's ridiculous.
Well, we're both terrible on house shot. Both of us.
Well, because, okay, back in the day, at least there was 3 units. Now you don't have to put anything outside a fucking 10 board. It's ridiculous. You got fucking camels and kids playing in the sand outside the 10 board. Grind them. Great bowling today, buddy. Good to see you as always. Yes, there we go. Once FDDS starts with our line of T-shirts, you damn well better believe we're going to have something that's like that. Fuck THS, something like that for sure. It's going to be house shots suck maybe on our shirt, on our line of T-shirts. Something to that effect. No oil by the gutter. Who needs that much hook? Learn how to hook the ball. Put some oil out there. Make them tough. It's impossible to miss the headpin on a house shot is what Cleveland says. That might be the case, but Cleveland, I have a good way of making a house shot look like the U.S. Open. But I can also make the U.S. Open look like house shot. So none of my adjustments work on a house shot. It makes no sense to me.
Do we have a Joe and a Jimmy? What a fucking shot.
Wait, so what are we doing here? What are we getting into a finals or what? I don't even know what. All right, here we go. Pooh Bear checking in. Fun fact: the only legal type of hooking you can do is in bowling. Hey, you know what I got to say about that, Pooh Bear, is anything's legal until you get caught.
Pooh Bear.
So that's what I got to say. Oh, Sunny D checking in with a happy, funny face. Yeah, now this is what I'm liking about Pooh Bear checking in with a little fucking thumbs up. We're going into the finals. I'm going to adjust the camera so we can get a better look on lanes 3 and 4. We don't need to watch the open play over there. All right, I need the, can you go get me the remote?
Where is it?
In the box that's in the bag, please. All right. So in our match up against Buck Ripcord and Old Jimmy for all of the marbles of the Player of the Year, this is a major fucking title. Buck Ripcord starting with a strike. Once we get the remote over here, I'm gonna go ahead and scroll in. Pooh Bear, you are not wrong. $20 is $20. And yes, Cleveland, I struggle on a house shot. House shots are terrible. There's no oil by the gutter. No one needs that much hook on the lanes. They're terrible. I hate them. Make them tough. You know what's weird? Okay, so here's the deal. I say I'm terrible on a house shot. The problem is I'm going to average about the same on the house shot as I do on a sport shot. So why wouldn't I want to feel better about bowling by bowling on a sport shot and averaging about the same rather than watching every fucking dipshit around me twist the shit out of it and strike for days on a house shot when I'm just going to throw my 2-0 or whatever. I'd rather have the sport shot be tough, make them tough, bring everyone to me, and me still shoot around 2-0. So that's why I like sport shots better than house shots. House shots, man, you move in, the ball goes 4 or 6 feet longer. You move out, it hooks sooner to you. On a sport shot, you know what the length of the pattern is, and you're able to make better adjustments, in my opinion, for my game. If I move in and open my angle, it's not going to go longer. It's going to go to the end of wherever that pattern goes to, and that's it. I might hit a little bit of carry down, possibly, but it's not like moving in on a house shot, and now your fucking ball skates because it's in there with the fucking sailboats doing on the Volvo fucking ocean race. Or if you try to open up your angle, it goes out with the camels and goddamn looking for any sort of fucking oil you can find. You can't find it. There's kids out there with sand toys fucking making castles and shit outside the 10 board. That's why I don't like house shot. It's garbage. Pooh Bear with the those fighting words. Yeah, okay. Sunny D with I'm the same KDD. I just think for my game, the adjustments are easier on a sport shot. I know where the back of the pattern is all the way across because as you guys may or may not know out there, if you get bowlers, you know we bowl on an invisible playing field, completely invisible. So now if you're making that pattern essentially different thicknesses and lengths all the way across, now you're bowling on something invisible. You don't even know what the length of it is, where you're coming off the back of the pattern. At least the sport pattern, you know where the back of the pattern is. Where I play the lanes front to back rather than side to side, again, the adjustments just work way, way better for me. So that's why I like to do that. Coming into the booth, hot and heavy, is our own Frankie Aberlon. Unfortunately, Frankie, fucking buck ripcord. Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
He took you behind the woodshed over there. I saw him. He was striking for days. Even we had in the chat, they brought up the fact that it looked like he was playing the lanes the same way. And I said that Buck Ripcord, probably one of the best players that I know of being able to do that, bringing the lanes to him, making it look like he's doing the same thing from lane to lane, when really he's not. It's just, he's so good and we don't know what the fuck we're looking at.
He was playing a little steeper angle on 7. They were close, but he was definitely keeping it a little more in front of him on 8 on that longer pattern. But at the break point, they were pretty close, like as far as down lane. So, he was getting it to where he wanted it, and he was getting good pin carry. He knocked out that 1-7-10, but he stuffed a bunch of them in between there. And honestly, if I had it to do over again, I probably could have jumped into resin when he kind of got away from me a little bit with the front 6, and I was kind of battling with the strike spare type of stuff.
Yeah.
Once he got up 50 or 60, it was like, well, I started lofting a little more on the left lane. I struck out kind of double in the 10th there. It looked pretty good with the urethane, but I'll take a top 4 finish. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Stayed in urethane all day. The black hammer actually bailed me out on lane 2 when the pink was seeing it a little too fast.
Yeah, the pink was definitely going harder and harder, yeah.
Yeah, it just would start so quick. You know that. We both have thrown that ball enough now to really know what it does. And look at that. Light mixer again. He's right in that zone where, he can manipulate hand position, play the same part of the lane, and just strike and strike and strike, which was why he was my pick when we had the Fridays with Frankie, that I thought he was going to win this whole thing, because as the lanes either get tougher or push or whatever, he can play a part of the lane that is comfortable for him and just change the hand position a little bit and just keep whacking them. And while other guys are guessing with balls and angles and lines, he just keeps striking.
Yeah. When he can bring the lane to him and play where he's comfortable, there's no one that's going to beat him, especially when he's feeling good like this. And that's exactly what he's done. Look, even on the long pattern, he's brought the lane to him to be able to play where he likes to play, right around 15, 18.
Yep.
And he absolutely just will whack you. If he can get the lane to play in there, he will kick your ass, and that's
100%.
yeah, and that's what he's doing. I mean, he's showing why he's the best bowler in the state right now.
Now, if he runs into some pin carry issues and he has to try to get outside of that zone, that's the only time you can actually maybe try to. Oh, I think he's stuck on that one.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that looked very uncomfortable. So that's a rare miscue, but that opens the door for old Jimmy right here. So,
yeah, absolutely. And old Jimmy kind of needed that after starting with that hamburger sandwich.
Yeah.
With Bucky. But Bucky didn't he do this against you? Go front 5, open, and then
he was clean. No, he was.
Was that against Splinter?
Yeah, he was front 6 against me, and then
Yeah.
I think he looked at 10 pin and made it.
Yeah. So that against Splinter, he went front 5, open, and then goes like back 6 after that.
Boom.
Old Jimmy doubling up. Wow. And that changes the course of this game.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
He takes the lead.
Right.
I mean, right now he's down 8 pins, 7 pins, but strike here gets him up 3.
Right.
And that just changed it, and that's what you got to do. I mean, like I bowled against Josh Corman around 8. He gives me that big 4 in the 9th, and I get up there and can stuff the 9th and 10th, bang bang. That's what you have to do when your opponent gives you an opening. Oh, that's gonna have to hook a lot.
Oh, old Jimmy puts that shit on everything.
That's right. The glove don't fit, but the pin carry does.
Yeah, he must have quit. Glove don't fit. He must have quit. And
if the glove don't fit, it's
the
head in the
pin,
pit.
The head pin acquitted the 5-7 on that one, I think.
Yep. That one full. He went full Johnny Cochran on that one.
Johnny
right over
Cochran.
18. Good call, Ding Dong. Right over 18.
I'm telling you, that's where he likes to play.
Yep.
I'm telling you.
He's in his comfort zone.
Yeah.
He's in, as we like to call it, the butter zone.
Yeah, he is that, and he's not out of this match. We have a match now. This is quite a match. Oh, Silver Swayze's over there practicing on lane 8.
Old Jimmy with a 3-pin lead. There comes Arturo.
Oh, yeah. El Nino
He's getting
rolling
ready to
in.
head to Delaware for the Mark Roth, the Roth Holman doubles and the Players Championship, I believe.
Oh, cool.
I'm curious who his doubles partner was. I gotta ask him.
Yeah, I'd love to know that.
All right. Bucky.
Oh, that was.
Oh! 9-pin shows Bucky no respect.
Wow.
That ball continued.
Man, that thing was going faster than a white Bronco down the highway.
Yeah, that's a slow speed chase, isn't it?
Yeah. Old Jimmy or OJ.
It'd be so cool if fucking old Jimmy drove one of those new Broncos.
Like a new
Like a new
Bronco.
Bronco,
my
a white one.
My buddy Chris Coburn's dad, back when that happened, had that exact same white Bronco that OJ had.
Chris's
And
dad.
his dad changed the license plate to not OJ.
Not
It was awesome.
I think a new Bronco. Old Jimmy should drive a new white Bronco. That would be awesome. OJ.
That's your tip.
Oh,
Little
week 10.
late.
Yeah. So just so you know, Frankie, since you're half of this enterprise, we had quite a fuck parade.
We had quite a fun parade.
Oh.
Yeah, later in the first segment and earlier in this segment. Yes, many of fucks were said. I'm sorry. I was salty dong.
So Dong, as he was named.
Yeah, I was salty.
Yo, first segment today, folks, brought to you by Morton's.
Right. Brought to you by.
Oh no! Oh no! When you let that go, I knew that was trouble. So both players giving the other player an opportunity. Old Jimmy now down 10 after having the lead.
Wow.
He went from a 2-pin lead to a 10-pin deficit like that. Got a strike here though to put it in.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, looks pretty good. Oh, wow.
Again, that's just a little late for him.
Rapper.
Looks like he's using Katana Assault on the left lane, and it almost looks like a black ice on the right lane. That's what it looks
Yeah,
like.
I think it might be. So all day long, really, the best scores have come off of 3 and 4, and I
Okay, hang on.
I kind of think that last shot kind of showed why. That short pattern gonna want to shim on lane 3.
That was what fooled me when we bowled it earlier this season and why I bowled so terrible on it. I was trying to play the gutter on that pattern, and that 34-footer just inside of the gutter. You get in between first and second arrow, and as the day goes on, you can just migrate in because it has that little bit of hold to it.
Yeah.
And that was why I bowled so terrible on it last time, but this time I was like, I don't think so.
I would have thought earlier in the season it might be lane memory from Viper because Viper is so thick. It's 32 plus mils, or 32-ish mils.
Oh shit.
Hello.
But, I mean, we can't say that to be the case now because they're bowling on that PBA,
Right.
whatever it is,
That
pattern
challenge
for
pattern,
the
yeah.
for the PBA Nationals that's going on in suburbs of Milwaukee. Was that in May or something? June, maybe?
July.
June, July, right?
June and July, yeah.
July. The League Bowlers Championship.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
My pinky held up pretty good today. It's actually not a little sore, but not unmanageable.
Good.
But,
When do you guys leave for?
we're flying out Saturday. We bowl Monday and Tuesday, the 8th and 9th of May. But we'll fly out Saturday. Sunday, my plan is to bowl the Bowler's Journal, get my stuff over to the stadium, and then put it in the lockers after that. And then get ready to bowl Monday night and Tuesday morning.
So, are we able to do a Fridays with Frankie segment on Friday?
We should be able to. It depends on. We're not leaving. I don't know what time we're leaving Saturday. Not too early, but we should be able to do a Fridays one this week.
Okay. Cleveland said he sent us something.
Yes.
And he would like us to open it live on air.
Cool. Yeah, I'll wait to see if it's at the house.
He said it should be tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. So when that comes, I'll just hang on to it and I'll leave it in the back, in the podcast room. And but Cleveland, thank you so much. I'm sure whatever you send us, we cannot wait. We're excited for it. So that looked pretty good.
Oh.
So he went in a
that
little.
was
He actually,
inside.
yeah, he actually moved. Looked like he made like a 1-1 or a 2-2 left to get that ball into a little different zone, and that just split the rack open perfectly.
Yeah.
And so old Jimmy with a 6-pin lead can shut out Buck Ripcord. Old Jimmy with 167 in the 8th with a strikeout. Buck Ripcord after that big 4 goes 161 in the 8th with a strikeout. This is an awesome match, guys.
Yeah, this is a great match. And for the bowler of the year, you wouldn't expect anything.
Oh, that's got to shim a lot.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
wow.
in. So it almost looked like he made the same zone movement on both lanes, but that one looked like he just never gave it that little bit of room that it had right now.
Yeah. And lane 3, it definitely has shim, but not quite that much.
Right. So this is a huge spare. Whatever he's got a spare to make Ripcord, spare in decent count to make him strike on the first ball to win it. So big spare here for old Jimmy. I believe looking for his first Carl's Tournament Series title. And
There we go. Yeah, this is for a major. So Cleveland checking in, saying thanks for the broadcast. Nice to stay in touch. Fusco checks in, mimics the same sentiments exactly, pretty much. It's cool to have these tournaments live, familiar faces to him. Thank you guys out there for watching in Frankie and Ding Dong Land, sharing this to your friends, and thank you, Viking, for giving us that angry face.
Did Viking give us that's hilarious. I was like, who gave us an angry face?
It was a fat thumb.
He said he fat thumbed it, but hey,
That's fine. We still love Viking no matter
we
what.
still love you. Yeah.
So old Jimmy, nice game there. So he's going to end with 206, I believe.
So
Which, I mean, it would have been big to get a strike there. And I mean, just for the simple fact that, say he gets 207. Say he would have got 207. Bucky gets the first hit. Say Bucky goes 6 count again. He loses. So, I mean, Bucky re-racked it. I don't know if he was missing a pin or just didn't like the rack. It's a little off there. You can see either the 5-pin or the head pin.
Yeah.
There's definitely a weird separation between the 1-3. So I don't blame him. We don't have a set number of re-rack.
We don't have
re-rack
a-
rule.
We don't worry about
don't
it.
have-
There's no rules.
Yeah. So it's basically in his hands.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. He strikes here.
Her life is in your hands,
He
dude.
needs strike and 8. Strike and 8 wins it. Anything less than that, Old Jimmy's your titles.
So he needs the first hit.
Gotta hit.
Yes.
Gotta get the
Gotta
first
get
hit.
the first hit.
It's over if he doesn't. That was right over 20.
Oh.
Looked like he moved in.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Buck Ripcord with a huge strike,
Right.
but it's
So
not
8
over
means
yet.
8. 7.
Not over yet.
7 gives us possibility of still losing. 8 locks it up.
He did
8 no matter what. Because 8-0 gives him 207.
Yeah, he did just split on this lane, so it's
Right.
no big surprise.
Right. I mean,
that he moved
and
in.
you could tell he moved in, off
Yeah.
that big 4. And I think that he was surprised that big 4 got left. So, you know what? He trusted it. He knows what he needed to do.
Yeah.
Trusted his ability. Made the zone move in, and bang, gets a strike. I expect him to throw a good one here. Anything, I can't imagine him getting less than 9 if he cures it off his hand.
no, I'd expect him to strike.
A little late on the timing on that one.
Oh, it's in.
That's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough.
There's your winner right there. Buck Ripcord going to win.
There you have it,
Carl's
folks.
World Tour, Bowler of the Year, and pick up his 3rd major.
Joe is the only one eligible to win the Grand Slam
Yep.
in 1 year.
Yep,
Yes,
right now.
that's true. Yes, fuck you, Joe wins. Fuck you, Buck. It's all in the hips, Pooh Bear says.
Yes.
And, man, he give the hippie shake. Buck
Look at
Ripcord
that hand. Everyone giving him a big hand
is
here.
your
Bowler of the Year title.
2022-23 Carl's World Tour Bowler of the Year, $1,000 winner. Wow, just absolutely awesome. Fusco checking in with great job, Buck. And Cleveland checking in. Big congratulations. We're going to have
We'll get Buck up here for his interview, player interview. So.
Buck step up to the booth.
Right over here, Joe. Get right in here.
All right, here we go.
There he is, folks.
Here you go, folks. You have it. The 2022-23 Carl's World Tour Bowler of the Year, Buck Ripcord.
Sir,
Congratulations.
I'd like to say that I called that on Friday to Frankie, that you were going to be the champion.
Yes.
You did a great job today. Obviously the match against me, you threw it so good the whole game. And it looked like we were talking that 8th frame, that big 4, looked like you made a move off of that, it looked like. Are we wrong with that, or are you just...
No,
What
I
happened
threw that
after
shot terrible.
Okay.
I grabbed it more than I've grabbed the shot in a long time.
Okay. All right.
And it was half a mile an hour slow, and it got all of what I'd expect that shot to get.
Okay.
Yeah, old Jimmy gave you that little opening in the tent, and you just took it. With the 2 different patterns today, it looked like at the end of it, similar, just maybe playing a little more angle to front on the track, or you
On the pattern on the right, going a considerably stronger ball, going a dark code on the right lane, and a high road X on the left, even though they look identical.
right. So basically a sim and then sim on the other lane. That makes sense on the 2 patterns. So.
So there you go, Cleveland. That's a good way for him to make them look very similar, using a big ball on the right-hand lane, big curl. And, is the high road X curl as well? Or is that a hybrid? Oh, it is a solid?
It's a solid polished light box. Yeah.
So it helps smooth it out a little bit for you on the shorter pattern.
Yeah,
Not too much because it's still a high road core.
Right,
So,
right, yeah, for sure. So right now, like Splinter said, you're the only one who can win the Grand Slam in 1 year. You get the first major of the year, so I believe that's your 3rd major title, being now the only 3-time major winner. So congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
A great way to end the Carl's World Tour season, and as we get into the Hungus 8K, which I assume you're going to be bowling.
I am.
Absolutely. So, yeah, that's our next event up on the calendars. And, congratulations on the title. A very well-earned victory, and awesome job, buddy.
Thank you guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And there you have it.
There's
Buck
your tournament
Ripcord.
champion, Buck Ripcord,
Your
folks.
tournament champion here. Once again, this was the 2022-2023 Carl's World Tour Bowler of the Year event.
Yes.
The top 24 point getters of the year. Not only was Buck one of those top 24, he was the top one in the year in today's final tournament. Buck Ripcord here. and Frankie Avalon
Yeah.
had one hell of a match on 7 and
fun.
8. You guys can go back and watch that.
Yeah.
You know, Frankie, congratulations to you. You had a great run today. And, you know, thanks to all of you guys out there in Frankie and Ding Dong Land for watching, supporting the page and all of that. You will catch us here at the Hungus 8K May 20th and 21st, I do believe. We will have $2 Phil will be in the house hanging out with Frankie and Ding Dong,
Thanks,
doing the
Big
telecast.
production company.
Yep.
Everyone,
We're gonna have
crew
all
there,
sorts of,
Cleveland giving you love there.
Yeah.
Boothby giving you love. Josh, look at that. Everyone, I mean, obviously you deserve it. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Really cool. Really cool to see you win that today.
Thanks,
Bob.
everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so big call out.
All right. So thanks a lot, guys. So our next telecast here will be the 20th to 21st through in conjunction with 10 on the Deck Productions with Phil Brilo. We'll be covering wall-to-wall pairs for the weekend, so it'll be great. So definitely really cool. And thank you, everyone, this season for tuning in. We can't do it without your support.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
really appreciate all the bowlers, all the fans, everyone out there. And, you know, we got some more cool stuff on the horizon. Just teaming up with Phil for this next event is one of those cool things coming up.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
we're already looking forward to the summer and next season. So,
Yeah. So we do have 3v3 draft coming up. Yeah, come on up. Actually, let's get our runner-up of the year.
in here. Old Jimmy,
Yeah,
before we sign off, let's get old
Yeah,
Jimmy
let's
in
get
here.
old Jimmy in
There he
here.
is.
Yeah,
I
here's
just
our
want-
runner-up.
I just
Congratulations,
Thank
old Jimmy, your runner-up.
Thank you.
And, you know, this is a big tournament. So, I mean, you know, second place, we do usually, it's not something to congratulate. However, in this tournament, it is
It's a
something
grind.
huge to congratulate because not only, again, like Bucky, you were the top 24-point getters this year, you made it to runner-up in the final
Unbelievable.
tournament
Great
of
run.
the year.
It's a great bowl.
Yeah, so awesome run. Why don't you give us a rundown of what you saw and how you played it?
Qualifying the first game, I had a nice shot. I opened the 10th for 220.
Yep.
Then after that, they started getting, for me, a little tricky.
Yep.
Double, open, spare, 190. Then throw a triple and then shoot 190, 180. Just made the cut.
Yep.
Barely made it.
Yep.
Then I took two balls that I didn't think, and I threw the Katana Assault on the left lane and the Kinetic on the right lane, and I had the same shot with the same
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, for sure. That was awesome.
And then I go 230, 220, and 2-0. And if I carried, I haven't missed a 10 pin all day, but if I carry anything, the first frame and the third frame, that gives me a six bagger.
Right?
But I threw the ball well. I'm happy.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So-
We could see you getting more and more comfortable there as it was going later to those last few games. I believe it was on 3 and 4, you started to really get comfortable. Then you moved to 1 and 2. And you looked pretty comfortable over there. So it definitely, I could see it coming to you. And when you get over here, of course, up against Bucky is a tough challenge anyways. But, man, you guys duked it out and gave yourself a really good chance at it.
That's all
We're
you
really
can
proud
ask.
of you.
That's
Yeah.
all you can ask is a chance.
Yeah,
I had a chance.
absolutely.
I could have struck out in the 9th or 10th and shut him out.
Yeah,
but
That's it.
it didn't happen. But I'm happy at my age.
yeah. Hey, man, that's one hell of a
and
season.
changing my game.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did really awesome, Jimmy. Thank you so much for your support of the tournament series
Yeah.
and everything.
Oh,
We love
absolutely.
having you up here. So,
And
The best group of people you ever want to meet is up here. So
yeah, we appreciate it.
everyone, come up, join a league or whatever, but support this group.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
so much, Jimmy.
Thank
Really
you
appreciate
very
it.
much.
Always good
Great
to see you.
bowling.
Thank you guys.
All right,
Absolutely.
great job today.
Yeah,
And,
thank you.
there we go. That's going to wrap it up here, I think, folks. And Ding Dong, nice job today on the mic and
Thank you.
giving everyone the tournament
I
action.
was a little salty. Just
Well,
so
you know, I know that the day ended a little salty for you, so
Yeah.
that's to be understandable. I've been there, so. But great job, and thank you everyone for tuning in. And you'll see us on another Fridays with Frankie coming up this week. Can't wait to open up what Cleveland sent us. Thank you so
Yes,
much, Cleveland,
absolutely.
already. So.
Let's see if we have any more people coming in. No, no
Yeah,
more.
that's it, yeah.
Oh,
So,
who do
good
we
season,
have?
guys. Josh says absolutely.
Yeah,
Appreciate
absolutely.
it,
Great
so.
season. We can't wait to see all of you guys back here for next season.
100%.
But before that, don't miss us on the Fridays with Frankie. We have the big Hungus 8K coming up. We will have Mitch Match Play coming up.
Yep.
All sorts of great stuff for you guys coming up. And don't forget, our just little segments where we pop in.
Right.
and
We'll
do
have
cool
some
things.
cool stuff for you guys, and we'll have more announcements coming up soon with other things related to Tournament of Champions, Hall of Fame, stuff like that. You're not going to want to miss any of that. So thank you so much, everyone.
Thank
for
you,
all your
Couch.
support.
We love you too. It's been a great season, another great season, and those
you
you
too,
guys
Gus.
out
Love you
there,
too, brother.
those businesses out there, we are drafting up proposals for sponsorship
Yes,
programs.
definitely.
We are going to be getting a lot of information from Tudor Phil and his 10 in the Deck Productions. We would like to bring some of those production skills to you guys and make the show a little bit better for you guys. So we are looking and drafting up some subscription programs so that way we can build up a little bit more equipment, a little bit better coverage for everyone
Absolutely.
out there, and definitely continue these awesome tournaments that we hold on tough shit. You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
The tougher the better. We're working on some different oil patterns in our pattern library for next season, and we'll see what the next installment of the Carl series is. We've done the World Tour, the Jungle, we've done the Legends. So what's next? I can't wait. We'll find out together.
Yeah. So until next Friday when we get to open live Cleveland's Present on air, that's going to be a lot of fun. You will want to tune in to Fridays with Frankie. But until then, as we always say, get those kids in the center.
Absolutely. Always get those kids in the center. Thank you
Yeah.
everyone for the love.
Yeah, absolutely.